Could be us. Could be us. Could be us.
Hey guys, we're here with Getting to Know Us Part 1, new kind of video we have coming to the channel.
Okay. What is your name?
Nathaniel Eleazar Felder. I don't necessarily love my middle name, but it's something I have to deal with.
What is your age?
I'm 18. Just turned 18 not too long ago. July 8, I was about to say my sister's birthday. July 25th, 1997.
What is your height and weight?
I think I'm 5'9", I want to say, but I'm a little bit of a lightweight at 333 the last time I checked myself. Actually, 333.2, so get at your boy.
What is your ethnicity?
I'm black. Well, okay, African American, or whatever people call themselves these days.
Alright, and what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is kind of an electric blue, and I don't know why. I just think it's a pretty color, you know.
Do you have any siblings? And if so, how many?
I have 2 siblings, an older brother, Andrew. He is, I think, 28 right now. And I have an older sister who is, she's 3 years older than me. So she's, 21 right now? So, yeah, me and my sister are 3 years apart, and me and my brother are 9 to 10 years apart, because his birthday is weird. So.
Do you like cats or dogs better?
See, I'm a dog person, but since I don't have any pets, like, my thing is I love animals. So, I mean, I prefer dogs, but I'm not above getting a cat.
Do you like Apple or Android better?
Android all day. Android never did me wrong. Sometimes when you drop them, they get a little slow, but to me, they're always the best.
Alright, and what is your favorite type of music?
I don't have one. I can't pick because, you know, I love too much. I love hip hop. I'm not gonna say that. Hip hop's good and all, but I love rock. I love country. You know, I love a lot of stuff. But I mean, so I can't really pick one.
What is your favorite band at the moment?
My favorite band at the moment would have to be The Neighborhood. And you know what? Because Wiped Out was just such a good album. It was, you know, it was good stuff.
And what is your favorite streetcar?
My favorite streetcar would have to be a Chevy Camaro. It's just so sleek, it's nice, it's sexy. I love it.
What about your favorite high-end car?
My favorite high-end car, easily, hands down, anything Lamborghini. Lamborghini all day, every day, without a doubt. I love them.
Where do you plan to be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I plan to, you know, be making a difference with the YouTube channel and everything. You know, kind of reaching out to a lot of places, being able to travel, connect with a lot of people, and you know, if the YouTube thing doesn't work out, I plan to be a cop. You know, I still want to, you know, be a police officer, still be able to make a difference.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Queens, New York. That's where I was born, and I grew up in a little town, a little section of Queens called Fresh Meadows, apartment, I want to say 8J. It's crazy that I still remember that. And here's the funny thing. That whole area that I lived in, Fresh Meadows, was actually a high Korean area. I never told Preston this, so like, I mean, it's kind of crazy because I just thought about it. Yeah, I lived in a very high Korean area. My whole kindergarten class and a lot of my preschool class was just pretty much like, I want to say like 70 to 90% Korean. So, you know, I kind of grew up in that area, and then I moved here when I turned 5, and I've been here ever since.
What are your nicknames and what is your favorite?
Oh, I got Nasty Nate. Natey Poo was something that like some girls called me back in high school. Didn't necessarily love it, but I dealt with it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, when my parents, you know, they called me Pooh and Cub and stuff like that. But my favorite though, I don't really have one, but I guess if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be Nasty Nate. So.
What is your favorite TV show? What is your favorite TV show of all time?
My favorite TV show of all time has to be Scrubs. And it's hard because, you know, it's just such a funny show. The friendship between JD and Turk was just so amazing. And it was something that, you know, I thought was always, you know, ideal of the best friends to have. You know, they kind of read each other's minds, did silly stuff together. When stuff happened, they were always there for each other. But a close second is Psych because of the exact same reason.
What character from TV, movie, etc. do you think matches your personality?
I think the TV character that matches my personality would either be JD from Scrubs or Sean from Psych, because, you know, they're two fun-loving guys. They love to say the dumbest things, but at the end of the day, you know, when stuff happens, you know, they still can get, you know, very deep and, you know, inspirational and stuff like that. So.
What is the worst injury you have ever gotten?
Worst injury I've ever gotten had to be, this is a story I've never told my parents, so I guess, you know, if they watch this, so this would be something they find out. Happened last year during the summer. I was hanging out with a few friends, and we decided to do something stupid and sit on the back of a car. I'm not gonna say who's, you know, what happened or whatever, but I sat on the back of the car, and, you know, I was with another friend. He got off. They thought both of us got off, and the driver ended up speeding, you know, just stepping on the gas. I was still on the back of the car, and, you know, they sped off. I fell off, and I literally slid on my back for maybe like a good 2 feet, just on my back, cutting up my entire back, and I ended up hitting my head, you know, so it was kind of like my back was just ripped open. It stung. Sad to say I ruined the shirt though, but.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
For a long time I did. For a long time I thought, you know, you could easily just see somebody and be like, yo, she's like the one, you know, I could just tell, whatever. But it's a lot deeper than appearance. You know, sometimes appearance definitely isn't everything, because, you know, in my experiences, you know, it's just like, you know, they look beautiful or whatever, but sometimes the person inside is not who you're compatible with. So.
Do you think there is at least a little bit of good in everyone?
I do believe that there's good in everyone. I feel like everybody out there, you know, wants to be happy, whether it's making whether it's making fun of somebody, putting somebody down, or even, you know, lifting people up and helping somebody out on the street. I do feel like, you know, at some point somebody feels, you know, the right to, you know, do something good.
What is one thing you love to do but is afraid to do it?
One thing I love, but I'm afraid to do, it's a little bit of a tough question. Honestly, I think I love to kind of show my appreciation for people, but I feel like, you know, sometimes when I do it, you know, everybody's like, oh, okay, Nate, you know, chill out, you know, don't don't do stuff like that. Like, for a long time I used to just, you know, do random like appreciation of people on my Instagram, or, you know, I'd randomly just tell my parents, oh, you know, you're awesome and stuff like that. So it's like, I think showing people appreciation, even though they might not want it, is kind of, you know, the thing I love to do but I'm afraid to do.
What is your biggest fear?
On like a easy level, falling is my biggest fear. Like, being up high doesn't bother me, but like once I look down and I think, oh, like at any moment, like let's say like a meteor comes in and hits the bottom of this building, I'm dying. You know, it's like the stupidest stuff will come to my mind, and I'll be like, oh no. But I guess on a deeper level, letting people down, I guess, you know, it's never good to disappoint somebody.
Okay, so the elections are coming up, and between the Democratic Party, Would you like rather have Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton?
Feel the burn, people. Feel the burn.
And on the Republican side, who would you rather have as president?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Are you part of the Illuminati?
Yes.
If you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Save Rock and Roll by Fall Out Boy, easily. Ooh, actually, maybe either Save Rock and Roll or American Beauty, American Psycho. And the only reason why I say that is because both of those songs have songs where you could cry, be happy, be hyped, be sad. You know, the whole album ranges, whatever. And I think that's what makes a good album.
When was your first relationship?
When I was in kindergarten, it was with a girl named, she was Korean, her name was Chung Chin. Crazy thing was she was a lot taller than me. Like, I mean, gigantic compared to me, because I've always been short. But the funny thing was, like, my sister, because at the time back in New York, we used to be in the same building. It was a very big school. She used to walk past my kindergarten class, and she would see Chung Chin sitting on my lap. And like, I'm a little kid, and she was pretty tall for her age, so she would be like eclipsing me as I'm sitting in a chair in the middle of kindergarten. It was ridiculous, but I mean, love is love. No, I'm just kidding. So.
Who would play you in a movie about your life?
Michael B. Jordan. And the only reason why I say that is because I feel like we look, okay, no, we don't look alike, not at all, but we do sound alike. If you listen to him and you listen to me, there are similarities in our voice. And if there was like an impersonation thing going on, like, oh, who can be the best Michael B. Jordan, I would easily win just because voice alone.
Who is your best friend, and would you marry them if they were the opposite gender?
Okay, so I have two best friends, Preston and Kevin, obviously. Preston now, he's cool. I love to mess with him. It's so funny. His reactions are hilarious. I love to just piss him off sometimes, but that's not the point. If he was a girl, though, I think no, because he's high maintenance. No, I'm just kidding. No, he just doesn't fit. And then Kevin, too rude, way too rude. The kid just does not care if it hurts your feelings or not. But that's why I'm kind of best friends with him, because you know he'll give you the honest truth. If you're being an idiot, he will tell you. Stop being a dumbass, you know, and just, you know, he'll just be straightforward with you. So no, but if I could like pull pieces from both of them, easily, yeah.
And the last question: do you think this was a good idea to do this video?
Honestly, probably not, because now I told people some things that I don't want people to know. But I mean, it's okay, because why am I doing this voice? I'm done. So this concludes part 1 of getting to know us. Part 2, which is Preston's part, is here or down here or in the description somewhere. And if you have any questions, suggestions, topics that you want us to talk about, anything really, you know, you could send it to the Tumblr page at stateofstudios.tumblr.com, which will be in the description. Our Snapchats, description, or you know what, just send it to us on Instagram or Twitter. We check all that stuff every day, so you know it's definitely going to be seen. So you know, stay smart, protect your heart, stay up. Catch you guys later. What is your ethnicity?
I am Asian, white, and I'm black. Just plain.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is burgundy, and if you probably didn't know that, I don't know how you don't know that, because burgundy is like crazy to me, you know.